Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another fireside chat edition of Plates, Pints, and Plaid. Tonight we're going to be appropriately discussing a dark beer, a dark smoked beer, and we're going to be discussing whiskey plates, and then maybe time for a question, uh, not a Q&A, just A. So anyway, the beer tonight is Dog Star Stout from Tumbledown Brewing in Farmington, Maine, which is very close to former hometown of mine, Wilton. And I've had this before, but not in quite a long time. So be reintroducing myself to it. It's funny that it's taken me, what is this, episode 12? It's taken me until now to have a stout on here because stouts are actually my favorite type of beer. So it's kind of weird, but trying to give the people what they want. Everybody wants IPAs. So anyway, we're going to use a Happy Holidays glass from Guinness. It's got the embossed harp on the back. It's kind of cool. Let's do it. Oh boy. Oh geez, crow. There you go. All right. Well, that's fun. You saw me. I was pouring it at an angle, and things just kind of got out of hand. Boy, it's really going down pretty quick, though. Ah, there we go. Dribbling down the glass a little bit. Nice. Anyway, while we're waiting for that to fix itself, according to their website, Tumbledown's website, um, this beer will remind you of a fine Highland Scotch, apparently. Additions of malt roasted over peat moss and Fuggles hops lends it silky smoothness. And I've said before, I don't really know a lot about hops, but I don't know. It says smoked stout, and that's why we're here. All right. Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've had this. I can't remember how much smoke there is in this thing at all, really. So glad the fire finally kept going. It's been rainy here for a while, so the wood did not want to take. But tell you what. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's good. It's got the smoke. I don't know where the hops come into play, but it's got a little smokiness to it. And I love stout. So, and like I've said before, beer's got to be pretty bad for me to not like it. Stouts, the bar is even higher for failure. So, nothing against Tumbledown. This is a good beer. I'm just saying. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Not too much smoke. I mean, if I'm honest, I could I could handle a little bit more smoke, but I think most people will be really happy with this amount of smoke right here. Slurp. Yeah, that's good. Can't believe it took me this long to fire up a stout. Mm. So tonight we're going to talk about whiskey plates, and you're forgiven if you have no idea what I'm talking about. In exactly two states, Minnesota and Ohio, if someone in a household has their license revoked, the reason for a whiskey plate is they have a distinctive plate put on that person's car in case other members of the household still need to use the car. But because the one person has their license revoked, the police, want a way to be able to discern if that car belongs to that household, and they can pull it over and make sure that the person that's not supposed to be driving it is not driving it, that kind of thing. So like I said, Minnesota and Ohio. So this is what the regular Minnesota plate looks like. Whiskey plate, at least the former version, looked like this. And then they changed this, as many states have. Minnesota's gone to flat plates. So now the whiskey plates look like this. So it's a difference. Regular plate, whiskey plate. So please see this plate on a car and make sure that the wrong person's not driving it. But funny thing is, Minnesota's actually, sounds like they're actually going to do away with these. So, and then actually, you know what? A side note that I noticed when I was getting these plates together. The funny thing, this is a very common, 3M is the manufacturer of a lot of these flat plates. And this typeface they use for the serial, we'll call it, the registration number on the plate, was actually based on the embossed Minnesota die set. And you can see by looking at the 9 and the 6 how close, I mean, they're exact. And that's why, because they took this die set and they created a custom font for the flat plates. Tennessee is another state that uses this font for their plate. There are a few of them. And as I mentioned, Ohio is the other state. This is the current Ohio plate. This is what a normal Ohio plate looks like. Ohio wanted to make sure there was no question. They didn't want any question about whether the plate was a whiskey plate or not. So they made it look like this. I mean, it's hard to miss. So that's what they did. I haven't heard any plans of Ohio doing away with these. But anyway. So that's that. Slate you. I said I was going to answer a question. A question I get a lot when it comes up with someone, a new acquaintance that I collect license plates after the laughter subsides. Usually one of the first questions they ask is, how many plates do you have? And I have just under 1,500, which always sounds like a lot to people that don't collect license plates. But there are collectors out there that have 50 to 100,000 license plates. And, you know, everybody's collecting interests are different. Some people collect literally every plate they can put their hands on and they just stash it away somewhere. I haven't been like that. That's why my number's way lower than 100,000. So there's your question and answer. All right. Going to go back and watch some of the international sports competition on TV. Until next time, drink responsibly and see ya.